What's up, everybody? Welcome. Proud New York Jet fan podcast. I wanted to pop on. I was a little excited tonight. I had basketball. I came in. I wanted to get on air. I saw that Jeremy was on, and then 24/7 was on, and Green Bean's doing his late night show. For those of you who don't know, I do midnights with my buddy on the IOW Sports Network. He started a new job, so that midnight show was canceled, and I'm like, all right, I need to get on and talk sports. I can't wait anymore. So thank you for joining. What we're going to do is we are going to go over. Give me a sec. Let me just message this out. It's on. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to go over the schedule. I wanted to take a look at the league. Now, we all know when it's a league schedule that none of it is guaranteed, but I wanted to go over the schedule real quick, and I found this to be pretty interesting. So week 1, it has us starting at home Sunday night, 9/11, against the Patriots, a game that everybody wanted. Week 2, we kind of get lucky. If Deshaun Watson gets a suspension, we could be looking at a really good situation for us here going in. Hey, what's up, Matt? Thanks for joining. The Jets schedule was leaked today, so I'm just going over that. Oh, there we go. So week 1 at Patriots at home. Hey, Matt and Matt. Welcome, Matt and Matt. Yeah, no IOW show tonight. Lamar got a new job and his work schedule changed. He's got to be up at 4 a.m., so no IOW show. I figured let me hop on. All right, week 1, Patriots home, Sunday Night Football, NBC. It's pretty big, right? If you're getting that week 1 opener, I know 9/11 is huge. New York was a big part of that. The Patriots won the Super Bowl that year. Belichick is still fucking there 21 years later. It's ridiculous. So that's a good opener. They got some good storylines. I'm glad that we paid the Patriots early. I want to play the Patriots before Bill Belichick knows what this team is. I want to play them from day 1. I want to play them before they know the book on us. I want to play them before they know the story on us. I want to have this revamped new team where we can throw things at them and they don't know what's coming. You know what's coming with Belichick. You know what they're going to do. They're going to run the ball. They're going to let this overrated piece of shit Mac Jones think he can throw the ball, and our new secondary is going to have a field day on him. Week 2 at the Browns. I was saying Deshaun Watson gets a suspension. This could be a very, very great schedule for the Jets. You want to play them early. You want to play the Browns where if he's a 4-6 game suspension, you get them there. You don't want to play the Browns in week 9 or 10 when Watson comes back if he's suspended and he starts rolling. So week 3, home against the Lions. I'm liking the September schedule. We've been hit pretty hard in recent years with an early schedule playing some powerhouses, and we're 0 for September the last 3 years. Hey, Frank, welcome to the channel. If you're new, please subscribe. And if you are new, please let me know how you found me. I'm curious how my marketing game is going between Twitter and YouTube and Facebook. I'm curious how people are finding me. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy the show. Week 4 at Miami. I hate going to Miami early. That heat in Miami in September is still awful. That's a tough game. If we're playing them in December, it's better. But to play them in September with that dry, nasty heat down there, I don't like that. I don't like that. I wish that was earlier or later in the season. Then we have our first of 2 back-to-back road trips at the Vikings. Winnable game. Indoors, winnable game. We don't have to worry about the weather. Week 6. This is huge. Buffalo at home going into the bye week. So now you're 6 games in. You've played all 3 of your rivals. You have the Patriots, the Browns, the Lions, the Dolphins, the Vikings, and the Bills. I think you could be looking at 3-3. I really think that we can beat the Vikings, the Lions. I think between the Patriots and Browns, we split. and maybe we take the Bills at home. Best case scenario, maybe we're 4-2. Then we got the bye week, and then we come up on this game that Matt brought up at the Steelers after the bye. I like that. That's a good time to get the bye 6 weeks in. 3-3, 4-2. Then you get a bye week, and then you got a good schedule coming out of it. I think it's a good schedule. We go to the Steelers. We don't know what Kenny Pickett is. This could be a defensive game, and I think our defense will show up. I think we can beat them in Pittsburgh. I don't think they're going to have much offense this year. I don't think Kenny Pickett is the answer. I would be surprised if Trubisky is the quarterback for the first 2-3 months of the season, if not the whole season. Week 9, Dolphins home Monday night. I am excited for that one. That's the game that you will know if we have arrived or not. If we come out of this bye and we beat the Steelers, say we're 4-3, 5-2, then we get the Dolphins on Monday Night Football at home, probably in stealth black. You know the crowd is going to be nuts for that game. We beat them. Then this is where you're going to know if the Jets are for real. Week 10, I wanted this game on Halloween night. We beat the Bengals this year on Halloween in a memorable game with the Mike White game, which all Jets fans know. I really, really think that this is going to tell us if we're legit, because the Bengals are going in year 3 of their quarterback. We're year 2 in ours. We beat them last year. Why can't we beat them again? You know that place is going to be rocking. 1 o'clock game at home. Then we go 2 road trips, two Western trips in a row, which I hate. The Jets usually do not fare well with these throughout the years. We got to the Broncos for 4 o'clock. It's got to be a typo. And then it says at the Seahawks for 1 o'clock. It can't be 1 o'clock. It'd be a 10 o'clock start out there. People will be tailgating at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not knocking it. I've done it. But I don't see that happening. I think you split those. I think we finally win at the Seahawks. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Frank, I agree. I think the way this team is constructed and the way that it's made in the trenches, you have a chance in every single game. Let me get back up here. NFC East placement in the strength schedule. Yeah. The NFC East is playing the AFC South, so you're playing the Jags, the Texans. You're playing awful teams, the Colts, who weren't really, really awesome. There's a lot of winnable games. Yes, there is. Vikings with Hamilton, Jefferson, Dalvin Cook. I hear you, but I really like this defense that we're building. Vino, we're going over the schedule. If you have not seen it, Rusty, what's up, buddy? Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome. This, from what I'm hearing for Vino and Rusty, that this got leaked today. This got leaked out of Florham Park. This got leaked. A couple teams, the schedules got dropped off today so they can do all their social media and website planning for it. And that this is legit. So if you missed it, I'll go over it real quick. Patriots home, 9-11, Sunday night. Week 2 at the Browns, could potentially be with Deshaun Watson on a suspension. Week 3 home versus Lions. Week 4 at Miami. Week 5 at Minnesota. Week 6, Buffalo home. And then we hit the bye week. Out of the bye, at Pittsburgh. Home Miami for Monday Night Football. Week 10, home for Bengals, 1 o'clock. Week 11, at the Broncos, 4:25. Week 12, at the Seahawks, which should be 4:05. So right now, 3, 4, 5. I could see us being like 6-5 after the Seahawks game, or 7-4, best case. Week 13, Ravens at home. I like that matchup. They're a team like us in the trenches, Get your freaking face dirty. Get nasty. Blow the other team back off the line of scrimmage and impose your will at the line. That's another matchup that's going to tell us if we're legit in the AFC. Week 14, which is December 11th, because my kids already looked it up to see if they could go. Jets at the Packers in Green Bay, 1 o'clock game. That's the time of year you could be flexed. I'm sure Fox wants the Jet market against Green Bay. That'll be a good draw. They might protect that game based on what other games are, but that game could get flexed. Week 14, that was 14. Week 15, short week in Green Bay on Sunday, home for Jacksonville on Thursday night. Add this on the Amazon. I'm going to have to go to that game, so I don't have to watch Amazon. Week 16 at New England, 1 o'clock game. Week 17, home versus the Bears, 1 o'clock game. And week 18, which might be for the division. There's nothing in my eye. I was being sarcastic with the wink. At Buffalo again to end the season at Buffalo. So the one thing I don't like logistic-wise on the schedule is going to Denver, flying back, and then having to go out to Seattle. The Miami game in September in Miami, I'm not a really big fan of. And I like the early bye week. I like that 6 games, get the bye, reset, make some changes, whatever you got to do. And then you come out of the bye at Steelers, Dolphins home, Bengals home, at Broncos. Those 4 games right there will determine what we're going to be like if we're going to be in on the stretch. If we can go 2-2 with Steelers at Pitt, Miami, Cincy, Denver, go 2-2 or praise Jesus 3-1, we could be in a really good position. We're putting ourselves in a position for the home stretch. What do you guys think? Jets should really be in every game. We should be compete. 100%, Frank. 100%. I say all the time that when you can compete in the trenches on both sides of the ball, you have a shot in every game. That's why the 49ers can travel everywhere and anywhere and compete. That's why they can go into Dallas. They can go into Green Bay because they can control the trenches. And when you can control the trenches, you can control the game. You're keeping the ball longer on offense. You're getting off the field quicker on defense. It's all about the trench, guys. So we'll see Thursday if it's legit. No, Rusty, nobody did. You got a better chance of picking the NCAA bracket than you do, having a perfect bracket, than you do picking opponent and time of the game. It's insane. They do it just to draw interest to their websites. Pack and Ravens, I feel the only game we don't have a chance in. I think we have a chance in the Raven game. I really, really do. They got rid of their top receiver. Our secondary is much better. We have a lot more speed on defense to contain Lamar. The Ravens don't scare me. Could they beat us? Yes, absolutely they could beat us. But I'm not scared of that game. I'm more scared of going into Miami in September with the weather and that heat that we might not be used to. Jets usually don't do well in Miami. Jets and Patriots never do well, and Buffalo never do well in Miami early in the season. All right. Oops. Double tap. Makes me happy to get the pass first. I wanted them or Buffalo week 1. How it sounds on paper, we have a very good season, 8 wins minimum. I agree. I think we're looking around 8 or 9, and I think that's a really, really good jump for us this year. I think that's a really, really logical expectations, being realistic. I think 7, 8, 9, 10 is – I think 7's our floor, 10's our ceiling. I think we're a team that nobody's going to want to play. I think we're going to do everything that Salah has promised. We're going to compete each and every week. We're going to have a chance to win. Ball goes our way, a bounce goes our way for once instead of always against us. We can win a couple games we're not expected to. It happens every year. I like the Jets schedule a lot. We really improved and our team got really better. We can totally win some games. 100% agree with you. The key is Zach. Yeah, the key is Zach. The key is staying healthy, right? We can't have 4 Achilles tendons rupture like we did last year. But Zach is just as big a part of our progress as anybody else. Ravens don't scare me as much as they usually do. Agreed. Agreed. They're going to be us. They're going to want to line it up. They're going to want to run the ball 30-something times with all their running backs. They're going to throw it to the tight end. Andrews is a stud. We got to find a way to stop the tight end. That's the thing. We could really win any of these games. We could really lose any of these games. 100%. Really depends on how everything breaks. Absolutely. Absolutely. But, man, when you can punch people in the mouth and keep doing it, and you can extend drives by getting 3rd and 2s on runs and getting 3rd down sacks and stops, or a crazy word to throw out in a Jets world, interceptions, it'll be a lot of fun. So ready for some? Yeah, I'm ready too, bro. I'm ready too. I'm gonna parlay Jets over wins and Pats under wins. Nice. I think Jets are 5.5. That's a really good number to get right now. That's a really good number to get. I love my gambling, and if you're taking the over at 5.5, I would lock it in now before that moves up to 6 or 6.5. So, yeah, that's the schedule. We've known the opponents. Ajubani, I think his name is. Man, that would be huge if we could get him. He was in Chicago, and I was like, damn, that'd be a guy that would be nice for us. And then like 2 weeks later or a week later, he failed the physical. And right away, I said, man, that's a guy that we should have some interest in. So I guess they waited it out a little bit. They had him in for 2 days. I'm sure they had the medical look at him. And that would be a really, really nice surprise for us, right? That would be really big if we can get a guy like that. Because don't forget, man, everyone's talking about linebacker. We might have 2 linebackers on the field a lot. It might be a 4-2-5 majority of the time with the offensive schemes nowadays with 3 receivers and all the speed that teams put on the field. Don't be surprised if we only have 2 linebackers out there, 80% of the time. So we might not need Frank, son of a bitch. The bubble just went off in my head that this is you from the chat, Frank. I'm looking at the Frank C, and I'm trying to figure out who the hell it is. So stupid me. Thanks for joining, buddy. If we land a healthy edge of my teams are fucked with our rotation. I think they're fucked already, Rusty. I really, really think they're fucked already. I think that we have the capability to line up and smack people in the mouth and do what Michael Clemens says. Punch you in the mouth and keep doing it over and over. We are going to be able to send body after body at you. We have quality players across the entire D-line. We have speed. We have size. We have force. We have everything you want. We got guys who are selfless. We have guys who are going to play for the team and not themselves. I'm telling you, this D-line is going to be – Robert Salah said it. I keep repeating it, and people keep forgetting this. After we beat Cincinnati on Halloween, Robert Salah said, and I quote, "We go – as our D-line goes." They had a huge stop down at the goal line with Quinnen Williams. They had that stop, and you're going to see that the energy in the stadium is going to be amazing when the defense is on the field. Sorry, I love my water. I played some basketball today at practice with the kids, and I'm a little dehydrated still. All right, I'll talk to you. All right, Frank, we'll talk in the chat, buddy. Thanks. If you're not already, give the video a like before you bounce out. I would appreciate that. How about them Yankees? Yes, sir. How about them Yankees? The last 3-4 wins the Yankees have are one-run wins. That's the difference from the wild card and winning the division. When you win games 1-0, 2-1, 6-5 on a 3-run home run walk-off, that's the difference between having home field advantage in the playoffs and having to play in a 1-game wild card where anything can go. Love how Clemenson's dudes make the onion cry. Yeah, I love that the Chuck Norris references have taken wildfire about him. Let's fucking go meatballs. Let's fucking go mozzarella. What are we doing? Let's fucking go what? Eminem, my father was a Mets fan. And I just posted this on Facebook actually last night about when my dad had got diagnosed with cancer and he first started chemo, my whole life since '86, I didn't like the Mets. My dad yelled at the TV all the time. I thought Don Mattingly was the coolest thing in the world. And not to get too much off Jet topic, but most of us are all New York fans one way or the other. So it's Yankees or Mets. So we'll discuss it for a minute. We always went at it. I always joked to my dad that the one time the Mets had to be relevant in the 2000 World Series, they laid an egg and barely won a game. And then he would come back at me whenever they lost. And it got to the point when he started chemo and I had moved back there to help them out. There was a time where my father was taking a nap on the couch and I took my Yankee hat and he's like sleeping on the couch and I just like leaned the Yankee hat right up above him. And when he woke up, he had the picture waiting on his phone. And I have been called an asshole many times throughout my life, justifiably so by many different people, but never with the frequency and the anger of my father calling me an asshole when he saw that picture. You fucking shared this, you son of a bitch. I can't stand. But it was all in fun to the point where at my father's eulogy, I wanted to put the Yankee hat in the casket with them. And my mother's like, I will never talk to you again if you do that. So mom shot down the veto on the Yankee hat in the casket to get the final word with him. And I said, Mom, he would do it to me. So I think 350, because he pulled that down the line. It's 318 and it was on the first deck. I think 350. 450 would have been up a deck or two. But still, great shot. Rusty Spooner, Met fan. All right, Rusty, I'm not going to hate you for it. I think the baseball's a lot of fun when both Mets and Yankees are good. It's good for the area. There's, like I was just explaining, there's family ribbing, there's relationship ribbing, whether, boyfriend, girlfriend, Islanders. 21-8, best record in baseball. Yeah, they're playing well. They're pitching well too. And a day like today, when the pitching's not on, it was nice. No, you can't do that with fam. I'm sorry, Rusty. That's all we knew. That's all we knew. Me and Dad were relentless at it. Jones is welcome. Really? I thought it was first deck. But I was watching it on the phone. I thought it was first deck. If you saw it on TV, then you had a better view than me. But it looked like it was first deck. That's hard to hit 450 down the line like that. Holy shit. Usually the 4 I would have hit is 550. My dad was born and raised in the Bronx. Went to retire after no way around growing up in Pinstripe. I hear you, man. I hear you. God bless your dad and serving the city, man. That's good stuff. Yeah, I don't know hockey talk. Texas Rangers? Yes. I'll throw a thumbs down for the Texas Rangers. Cameron, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining. I came on real quick. I saw the schedule leak. I talked about it. We went through it. Thank you for joining. I saw you before on 24/7 and Green Bean's channel. Charles is just a massive human. Yeah, but he is, man. The most important thing for the Yankees is staying healthy. If Judge and Stanton can give them 140 plus games, you're really talking about a different team, because you don't have Voit. And don't forget, 2 years ago in the pandemic summer, when there was no fans and Judge and Stanton both got hurt, Luke Voit carried that team for a while. So you don't have Sanchez, you don't have Voit. You got some different second-tier players, but if you could keep Stanton and Judge's – look at today. 2 swings, 6 runs. So those guys are huge game changers. Okay. I will. I'm just going by what I thought I saw. That's just off like the Yes Network's Instagram post and the Bleacher Report post. So I didn't have a great view of where the ball landed. Knowing Yankee fans, it could have been a cup or a beer I saw falling and not a ball. Good for you, man. God bless, man. Good for you. That's awesome, man. Nothing better than giving a life of service. That's good stuff. So, yeah, I just wanted to hop on real quick, do a quick show, talk about the schedule. I'm going to dip out, but I kind of had to talk something tonight. Like I said, I usually do IOW Sports Podcast at midnight. My partner on there starts a new job, and he's got to be up at 4, so he couldn't make tonight. And I was like, all right, let me cop on here for a little bit, say hello to a couple of you. So do me a favor, like the channel. Most of you, I believe, are already subscribed. Oh, if we got questions coming in, I'll take some questions. What do you think of final D-line, linebacker, corner, safety, and run walk like coming through week 1? I don't, man, that's tough right now. If you look at the D-line, you're going Lawson, Quinnen, JFM, JJ. Now your backups for them could be Huff, Clemens, Curry, Martin, Rankins. Hopefully Hajubani gets in here. Like, there's going to be some tough decisions to make. And you know what? Good. About fucking time. How many years have we had to talk about players who don't deserve to be on the NFL and we cut them and they never get a chance anywhere because the talent level is so low? I want difficult decisions being made. Bino, are you on Facebook? I don't know how I can share it. If you are on Facebook, look up Proud New York Jets fans. Join the group. We have it posted in there. Later, Rusty. Linebacker, I think, is still to be determined. I think that's a position that you could see us make a couple difficult cuts. Oh, that was a fucking tongue twister. A couple difficult cuts if a player becomes available. We just got rid of Van Ryan. If we don't sign Ajubani, forgive me if I'm saying the name wrong. If we don't sign him, we can definitely make a run. Vino, you on Twitter? If you're not on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, I'll say my Twitter. Actually, I'll put my Twitter in here, and you can DM me, follow me, DM me, and then I can private message it to you. There we go. Check your Facebook inbox. Okay. All right, I'll look at that. It'll be a sweet. Yeah, that's the thing, man. There's no weaknesses. I want tough decisions to be made because if it's easy decisions, nobody's pushing anyone to get better. Cornerbacks, what do we got? We got Gardner and Reed. We got Carter and Eccles. We got Dunn. We got Hall. That's 6. Safeties, D linemen, I expect 9. So that's 15 right there. Linebackers, probably 5. Safeties, probably 4. And then a 5th with what's his face? The special teams guy there. Hardy. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. All right, Bino, take care. Aminon, I see you too, buddy. Good night. No Twitter, IG, and Facebook. All right, hit me up at nshine78 on IG, or Facebook is Nick Shine Jr. Hit me up on either one of those, and then I can message it to you. If you hit me up on Facebook, I'll invite you to the Jet group, Proud New York Jets fans. So, all right, everyone. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm too old to run around and play basketball for an hour and be able to stay up late. So, like I said, thank you for everyone who popped in. Just wanted to come on real quick. Nice. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I want tough decisions. I want guys that the second we cut them, other teams are scooping them up because the talent level is so good here. The scouting, the drafting, the finding the free agents. I want all the talent with the Jets, all of it. So, all right, guys, I'm out. I'm trying to keep this under half an hour, and it looks like we may do it. I'm at 29:50. So thank you. And as always, in closing, be loud, be proud, New York Jets fans. Take care, guys. Have a good night.